What's up, War Room Nation? Welcome to Operation Big Brother, brought to you by War Room Sports. We're here tonight to talk about Howard's funeral. So before I introduce everybody at the round table, I want to say rest in peace to Marcus Messiah Garvey, because you see the red, the black, the green. So you know what I mean. Anyway, at the round table tonight, we got my man Hutch. Hutch, what's going on?
Nothing, man. Another week, another body.
Yeah, we have a new guest with us. At Brown X Sugar, how are you?
Hey guys, make sure y'all follow me on Twitter, and I do follow back.
Okay, you heard that. She does follow back. You know what I mean? Dev, what's going on?
R.I.P. Howard.
Yeah, man. You already know.
So
Adina.
Say goodbye.
The Black Griselda Blanco. How are you?
How you doing, Jimmy?
I'm doing pretty good. Listen,
blessing.
Feel like Coach Cheese died again.
Feel like Coach Cheese died again. Yo, man.
He had the Coach Cheese hat on.
He had the Blackstreet hat on, yo. Anyway, I'm sorry. Anyway, listen, let's recap this week. This will be brief because the week was kind of weak. You know what I'm saying? See what I did there? But Erin had a household for her nominees. She put up Howard as well as Spencer. You guys saw what happened after that. Spencer, got himself off the block. Candace was put up. There was Amanda. Amanda was put up in terms of the MVP. So it was kind of crazy. Amanda wanted Howard out for since week one. No one still knows why. But what do you guys?
We know why.
Even in her speech, when he left the house, she told him in the speech, you've been my target since week one, but I still didn't get the reason why then. Adina, you know the reason why?
I'm just speculating that maybe she came on to him and he turned her down because she's not as tight. I don't know. Maybe
and that's why she went to the pizza boy?
Back there. I don't know.
So you think she made him the box offering first? He turned it down. She went to the pizza boy.
That's my opinion.
Okay, I got you. I could believe that. Brown Sugar, why do you think she had it out for Howard the way she did?
Well, first off, I just want to say I can't stand Amanda. I can't respect anybody who would cheat on their boyfriend on national TV with someone who looks like McCrae.
Damn! So what you're saying is, if it did look like McCrae, it's cool to cheat on your boyfriend on national TV.
Okay,
what if he looked like Howard?
Howard is fine. I'm saying if you're gonna cheat, let it be with somebody who looks decent.
I got you. All right, Hutchman. Well, anyway, go ahead, let us know why you think she had it out for him, though.
I think she wanted him out because of the way he was built. Even though he didn't win anything, he looked strong. And
so
I think
physical.
I think that's why.
Actually, for some reason, I kind of thought the same thing. I think they're judging Howard by the way he looks, but the dude hadn't won one competition.
And that's the thing.
He's terrible. And
it's not like they're lifting weights either. You talk about a physical competition. The competition they ended the show with, he's at a disadvantage trying to hold all this. You know what I'm saying? He's at a disadvantage. So for real, Hutchman, what do you think about that? Why does she have it out for him that way?
I think it's like she said, she couldn't manipulate him. I think it's a lot of paranoia in the house, like we talked about. Yeah. She could have thought that he was intentionally throwing challenges, and for some reason, I don't know why she thought that it was Howard's idea to get her out during the whole moving company thing. But
yeah, she did.
But anyway, all that combined, I think if she can't manipulate him and he's possibly throwing challenges, he could be a problem. People do like him because of the Christian thing. He could flip the house easily. Stuff like that, combination.
Yeah, they may have also been thinking about
that one competition that he actually threw. He didn't physically throw any other competitions.
But the
one we know that.
So he didn't win.
They don't atrocious though. We know that.
But you know what though?
Paranoia that strong in the house though?
Oh, after being shut out from the outside world for 40 some odd days.
If they did, Alyssa voted herself as MVP to put herself up.
Exactly.
To nominate her, all that, no.
Listen,
that's
man.
what I was about to say.
I saw what happened.
I saw
what happened to Tom Hanks on that beach though, like so you know. But anyway, Amanda actually made a statement. She was like, "I can't manipulate you, so I don't trust you." I'm like, huh? She said that though. She really said that.
Yeah, she did.
But here's what I'm.
She says a lot of stuff to people that leaves you puzzled, like the little exchange between she and Spencer. Like, did you really say that to him? And then you got surprised when he told you to shut up.
Yeah, right.
Because she ain't no punk bitch.
Yo, she must have realized Spencer from 1954. But listen though, the question I have is this though. In terms of talking about Spencer, he was trying his best at the end to help Howard and Candace. And here comes Helen, the queen, found a way to flip that, and make Candace kind of blow up and lose her cool on TV. What did you guys think about the way Candace handled that and how she kind of put herself out there?
Well, first of all, from Helen's perspective, it may look dirty, but I'm not mad at it. It's a part of the game. You know what I'm saying? She went out, she slandered Candace a little bit, kind of mixed up what she said and made it sound much worse, made it sound like she was threatening her. And I don't know, like, after everything started getting around, Candace snapped. She snapped on Spencer, and he was genuinely the dude that wasn't campaigning against her. So, I mean, I think it worked for the most part because it made her paranoid.
I want to see what I know she's going to feel stupid watching it back, but...
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of people in that house that feel real dumb when they watch this.
What's crazy is people online, I've seen it on Twitter on the show, inside our group, people hate Helen at this point. Yo, but Helen is playing the game.
I don't hate her.
Not you.
What she need to do. I'm just saying, I don't hate her. She's doing what she has to do. She's
trying to be
the last one standing.
Her face.
I may not like the way she's doing it, but I mean,
every time they show her and she the faces she make, they kind of irk me. But I can't knock her game right now.
Right now, she's. What do you think about her, Brown Sugar? What do you think about Helen, how she's playing this season?
Okay, I do, but. She went from the crybaby to the queen bee.
Yes, she did. People forget. She was crying in week 2. She was on her way home.
Crybaby. She was always crying. Every time the camera's on her face, she was crying. And now she's making all these big moves, making these people her puppets, and she's kind of running the game.
And who had her back? Howard.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Maybe the crying thing. Maybe that was her initial plan. She realized that wasn't gonna work. So she I need to step up and turn into this alpha female all of a sudden.
Yo, flipped the switch. That's the great thing about this game, because you can go from 1 week to everybody loving you to hating you. Everybody hates Amanda now, but when she stood up for everybody loved Amanda.
See, it's going to catch up to her though, because let's take it back. I know I'm always sweating Dan, but that's my dude. People like Dan, he manipulated people, but it wasn't in an arrogant way. He didn't go around threatening people. Well, if you do that, I would advise you not to do that. I have the numbers, the kind of stuff that Helen and Amanda say. I think that kind of stuff.
Nobody but Dr. Will can get away with that type of stuff.
Yeah. Only cocky winner is
Helen flat out told the bull. She told Howard a couple weeks ago, I'll send you home, right? Damn. Who does she think she is? What is that?
Dan always manipulated people, but made them think that half the stuff he thought was their idea.
And Dan was smart.
Right. Yeah.
I don't like how she's on 100. That's what I don't like about Helen. I like her gameplay, but she's too much. With the whole ceremony when she went in Aaron and they jumping up and down in the room and hugging, that's too much. Y'all don't rock with each other like that. Y'all can be cool. But y'all, it's too, and her speech to Howard, that was so fake. My buddy, my chess player, and I did send you home, but I miss you, I love you.
You've been calling him a liar all week.
Right? Be real, be real.
Yeah. Okay, the last thing I want to ask you guys about, though, real quick. We have to do this because the name of this episode is Pitbulls Like Air Jordans, and you probably wonder where that came from. Well, Howard made a speech to the house this week, and nobody knows what he was talking about. So he sounded like Pootie Tang, and he said something about Pitbulls liking Air Jordans. So I'm going to ask each of you guys. I'm going to start with you, Hush. What did you think about Howard's speech this week?
Oh, my God.
This week, Wednesday, I don't know what he was saying. I think maybe his intentions were good to get his
How would you
get
know?
his feelings out, but maybe when everybody's looking at you, you like, okay, let me say something.
That's that house,
So he
man.
just start trying to freestyle, and it didn't work.
He ain't got bars like that.
Yeah, right.
Yo, it's that house. It's that house.
I think he made sense today. I think Spencer coached him on whatever he was telling Andy and them in that room. Spencer did that because he was making sense, right?
But you know that first one ain't make no sense.
No,
like,
not
what do you
at
think
all.
about his first speech?
I think his first speech
Pitbulls like Air Jordan speeches.
Yeah,
we call it.
his first speech, it was TTJ. Those who don't know what that means, trash truck juice. That little stuff that drips out of the back of the trash truck.
It's horrible smelling.
His speech was that. I don't know. Like I couldn't make out what he was trying to get at, and it seemed like maybe he had a stroke for a minute. No, because like Hutch said, like the next day he was cool, so maybe at that point he was so afraid that he was doing this big move by calling everybody into the kitchen.
Yeah.
Maybe he just had a mini stroke and everything just came out like
maybe he regretted it as
Pitbulls,
soon
like
as
Air
everybody was
Jordans,
looking at him.
and I'll take 2 bus passes. I don't know. But today, maybe it was the hat, though, because today, he was wearing, like, the Camp Low, I'm a red guy. So,
oh, God. All right, bro.
maybe he just had to cover up them BDBs.
He's saying his Dave Hollister on, man. I gotta go. All right, Brown Sugar, what did you think about Howard's his first speech where none of us know what he was talking about?
Usually when he talks, it's like he's making sense. It's something good, something I can relate to. Yeah, but this time I have no idea what he meant, what he was talking about. I was just as confused as the house guest, and I think that kind of put a bigger target on his back.
Only thing I gotta say about that speech is it definitely stunk. It was TTJ. It was like turtle regurgitation. Yo, it was just so bad. And the funniest part about it wasn't the speech. Was after the speech when he went into the diary room and he was like, "Yeah, I just told them I said what I had to say." Yo, he was hype about it. He thought he was really doing something.
I'm glad I got that off my chest.
I'm glad I got that off my chest. Dana, what was your opinion of that whole, the Pitbulls and Jordan speech?
It was tragic. It was I'm not even sure I can find a word to describe how bad it was. I think it might have played out differently in his head.
Repugnant.
Exactly. I think it might have played out differently in his head. Like he might have had it, in a different order. Maybe it came out better when he was thinking about it, but when he actually started talking, it was something totally different because when he did his speech, before the eviction, maybe he wrote that down first. I don't think he had a chance to, get his thoughts together. So it just came out kind of, crazy and haphazard.
Yeah, Julie put that one on the teleprompter.
It was bad. It was bad. And I think it definitely worked against him.
Real quick, you guys think, because I can't really think offhand about too many, like, last-ditch effort type speeches, but from the ones that you guys can think of, is that the worst one? The only one I can think of. I'm still sweating about Dan in the funeral, but
that might have been the worst speech I ever saw anywhere in life, anywhere.
Yeah.
Because he was talking English, but he wasn't. I felt like, I just don't know. He was talking Ghostface language right there.
Y'all can finish by you saying that. Like, I just got one more point, and then y'all can rock out. I just want to repeat this because I'm sure I've said it before, but the moving company is the worst alliance I have ever seen in my life, in or outside of the Big Brother house. I haven't seen friends break up that quick outside of the Big Brother house. Like, I've spoken my piece. That's it. The moving company. Oh my God.
Yeah, that was
How many's left? Like one still in the house?
Nobody.
Oh, McCray.
McCray and Spencer.
Yeah. He's all hypnotized by Amanda's box. So
yeah.
Rest in peace, Howie.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Like McCray's cool now. He got him a nice new hot pocket. So, but listen though, last thing before we get out of here, who is everybody rooting for to win HOH? Adina, who do you want to win?
I'm kind of hoping Candace pulls out of HOH.
Okay, Dev, who you want to win?
Spence.
Okay, Hutch, who you want to win?
I agree, Spencer.
Okay.
Candace played herself with me.
Yeah, Brown Sugar, who you want to win the HOH this week?
Candace, because I think.
Okay, so we got two Candace and two Spencers. I was actually going to say
Team Candy.
Spencer, but you guys picked her. Yo, as long as none of the floaters win, I'm good. I want to see Alyssa win. Just because
if the floaters win, they're gonna put up whoever.
Exactly.
Helen and Amanda tell them to put up. So
I want Helen and Amanda to start beefing because eventually they got to start beefing.
Yeah, but it ain't going. They not gonna do that until like they get Candace and Spencer out. Then they gotta turn on each other.
Yeah, but see, she has an advantage because she got the ball there and she gave him that hot pocket, and that's it.
Everybody being afraid to think for themselves is making the game really boring.
Yeah, I hate
None of the eviction votes are close anymore because everybody is afraid to vote against the house. So it's like before that meeting comes, you got to go check to see, all right, who are we voting for? Not who are you voting for, but who are we voting for? So
yeah, that's crazy.
It's making the game real corny.
Like, whoever wins, I will put Amanda and McCray up because first off, that's like 2 votes for the same person, whoever they're voting for. You know he's never going to go and say, once he got inside her woman cave, that was it. It's a wrap. So, anyway, anybody got any last thoughts before we get out of here about this week?
McCray will vote against himself in the final 2 for me.
Listen, man.
I'm waiting to see what the response is going to be when Amanda finds out McCray is really a pizza delivery boy.
That should be interesting.
That's definitely going to be interesting.
That's going to be
interesting. I don't see that lasting 2 minutes outside the house.
Yo, we want to send a collective shout out to Howard, aka Howie. Peace, brother.
Condolences to his family.
Yo, this is where it gets gray and we all have to stare at the screen. Anyway, this has been Operation Big Brother. As we always say, don't accept mediocrity and be steadfast in the war against ignorance. We'll see you chumps on top.
Wait, it's the war room with 5 nights at the round table, 5 Philly